And find your way to mountain pose on your mat. Start to line everything up. Ground through the feet. Notice your feet. If you feel like you're trending more toward the outer edges of your feet or the inner edges of your feet, just try and get them nice and even on the mat. Lift your toes, spread them out. Line your hips up over your ankles, shoulders over hips, ears over shoulders. Palms face forward, arms by your side. Now the breath can really move. Inhale and exhale. And smooth out your breath. All right, now take a nice exhale and focus right at your core, right at your center here. And as you slowly inhale, feel the breath going there. Nice deep breath, exhale, release. On your next inhale, the breath is radiating out from the core. Nice and deep. Exhale. Now see if you can get your breath to go all the way to the tips of your fingers, the tips of your toes, and the crown of your head as you inhale. Open up. Exhale, release. And just take a couple of breaths. Okay. So we're going to do some clearing breath. Hands to the heart. Exhale. Inhale your fingertips up toward the sky and exhale. Whew, release those arms down. Release the breath. Inhale, hands to heart and up. Exhale, release. Inhale, hands to heart. Up and exhale. Release. And one more time. Inhale. And release. Okay, getting those shoulders a little open. Now let's wiggle around. Bend at the knees and hips. Get the body in motion and get ready for our spinal series. Okay. So we're going to do cats and cows with bent elbows. So arms, the feet are comfortable, maybe slightly wider than hip width distance apart. Elbows bend. Inhale, exhale into cat, open cow. Exhale, cat, open cow. And just go through this at your own pace, really feeling the change in the spine as you move from cat to cow. What's happening in your feet, happening in your knees and hips. And the next time you're rounded forward in your cat, bring your palms to touch, press through the feet, fingertips up toward the sky, and that releasing breath, exhale, arms down, shake it out. Okay, so we're going to be doing some tilting. Now there's two ways you can do this, all right? This can take a little bit of a toll on your shoulders. We'll start with the feet hip width distance apart, okay? So you're going to clasp your hands behind your head, okay? And if this doesn't work for you, of course, hands to shoulders will work just fine. If your hands are behind your head, inhale with your palms up to the sky and tilt. Same thing if you're at shoulders, you just don't need to turn your palms. Okay, and come back to center, hands behind the head. Palms up to the sky, tilt left and center. Now here's the fun part. Palms up to the sky, bend at the knees and hips. So we're squatting into it, Try and keep your knees from knocking together and come center. Yep. Okay, so this is okay at the shoulder height here too. All right, so let's go. We're tilting right, extend, center, left, extend, center, squat, reach up, center, right, extend, center, left, extend, center, squat, reach up, center, right, extend, center, left, extend, center, squat, reach up, center. All right, shake those arms out. Now we're going to take the feet mat width distance apart. Keep the toes facing forward, and we're going to do the same thing. All right, here we go. Hands behind the head or to the shoulders. Either way is great. To the right, extend, center, to the left, extend, center, squat. Really watch those knees now. They're going to want to do this most likely. And center to the right, extend, center to the left, center and squat. Center. See if you can go a little deeper with your squat now. We've warmed up the hips. Right, extend, center, left, center, squat, 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 center. And one last time. Right, in, left, in, reach up, squat, squat, and up, shake it out. Woo! All right. So we opened up the side body, we worked on those knees and hips, and we also gave those shoulders quite a lot to do. So let's be just kind to our shoulders now. Keep your feet wide for twisting, mat width distance apart, and we're just going to gently rotate the arms around the body. Okay, so we're letting the hands touch behind and in front, kind of knocking on the door of life. And then just gently let the arms release side to side. Take them to shoulder height, reaching. Let them come as high as you want. And coming back down until the hands are once again tapping forward and back. And the next time your left arm is in front and your right arm's behind, stop right there. Turn your right toes to the right. Left toes are at an angle. Gently bend your right knee and bow over your right leg. Sweep your arms around and over to the left bow. And come on up. All right, let's come back to mountain pose, your choice, feet hip width or legs touching. Take a couple of breaths. Feel into that core. Feel the breath radiating out through the fingertips, in through the toes, through the crown of the head. And exhale. All right, let's shake it out here, and we're going to work our way down. So come to the top of the mat. Feet hip width. Well, any mountain pose that you want. You could either be hip width or touching. Mountain pose here. Inhale, float the arms up. Exhale, gently swan dive. Bring your hands to your legs. Let your knees and hips be bent here. Bring your hands to your thighs. Shine your heart forward. And then bring your fingertips down and step back to down dog. So in our dog, we're going to bend one knee and then the other. Think about really massaging those feet. Feel the back of the legs as you press your heel toward the floor. Take one heel down and hold. Take the other heel down and hold. Take both heels down and hold and find seated mountain pose. A nice tall seat here, spine is long, feet are flexed. Bring your hands by your side, drawing up energy from the earth. Reach up, draw that energy up, capture it between your palms, and bring it to your heart as you exhale. And one more time, hands down. Inhale, reach up, energy up from the earth, between the palms, exhaling it into your heart. Great. And shake it out. All right. Anybody have a favorite core thing that you want to do? Okay, we're doing boat. we're going to do boat. All right, go ahead, bend your knees, feet hip width distance apart. Okay, so we're going to start with 2 feet on the mat here. Arms are forward and the spine is long. We reach back and extend the right leg. So we went high boat to low boat and right foot down. Take it back, extend the left leg into half low boat on the left. Bring it in. Okay, let's do that one more time. Right and in and left and in. And that's a great version. You can stay with that if you like. Let's take the right knee up, arms forward, and low boat on the right, back up, low boat on the right, back up, release the foot down. You can give your legs a little release here. Okay, we're going to go low boat on the left now. If it doesn't work for you with one knee up, you just did it with 2 feet down, continue that. Arms are up, extend, low boat left, and up, low boat left, and up. All right, now we're going to try it with 2 knees up. 2 knees up, arms forward. We're going to go low boat and just extend the right leg, low boat right, and up. Now low boat left, and up. Now how about double and up? Whew, that was pretty challenging, wasn't it? Yeah. All right. So let's go back to who's going to do it with 2 knees up? I don't see anybody. All right, let's go back to right knee up. Remember, you can have your feet down. We're going to do high boat to low boat, right knee up 4 times. Right knee, arms forward. You could always have your foot down. All right, here we go. Low and up and low and up. Right again and up. Right again, and if you have been missing canoe, here it is. Arms over your head, canoe, hands down by your side, take it up and release. Yeah, we haven't done that in a while, so. All right, left knee up. Arms forward. We're going to go 4 times on the left with the option to canoe at the end. Half left and up. Low boat left and up, low boat left and up, low boat left and option canoe. Bring the arms by the ears. Bring the arms back forward and up and release. Whew, shake it out. Okay, that was quite a bit. Let's do double leg with the feet on the mat. Arms are forward, okay? And we're going to extend both legs and come up. Extend both legs and come up. Extend low and up. Extend low. Canoe option. Arms forward, up, and shake it out. All right, I think that's quite enough boat. Okay, we'll work on some obliques now. So go ahead and roll down. All right, so we're going to do some bicycles. Okay. Cross your arms over your chest. It doesn't matter which one goes first here. The reason we're crossing and not putting the hands behind the head is because hands behind the head tends to turn into this, lifting the head. So hands crossed over the chest avoids that. All right. Now roll up, right shoulder to left knee, center and down. Roll up, left shoulder to right knee, center and down. Roll up, right shoulder, left knee, extend your right leg and come in. Roll up, left shoulder to right knee, extend your left leg and in. Okay, now if you want to take it more traditional bicycle, you take your knees up. Roll up, right shoulder, left knee, extend your right leg and in. Roll up, left shoulder, right knee, left leg extends. So either one, feet down, knees up, let's go. Roll up, right, in, left, in, right, in, left, in, right, in, left, in, and last time right, last time left. Hug it in and rock side to side. Inhale and exhale here. All right. Let's go ahead, put the feet down. Inhale and exhale. So we're going to extend long. Take a nice long inhale, extend both arms and both legs. Exhale, draw the knees in. Put your hands under your knees and put some space in between your legs. Rock side to side. We're giving the spine a little massage here. Inhale and exhale. All right, extend the arms and legs now and bring just the right knee in. So we're in Ardha Appanasana. Now, notice the left hip. Put your hand on your left front hip flexor. Notice the stretch that it gets. Maybe it only wants to, maybe your left leg only wants to extend halfway. Maybe it extends longer, but you're releasing that front hip flexor. Now extend arms and legs, inhale. Exhale your left knee in. We're holding on to the left leg. You could hold shin or hamstring. Put your hand on your right front hip flexor. Give that a moment to release. All right, now when you extend both legs and both arms, feel those front hip flexors getting long. Point your toes. Inhale and take both legs in as you exhale. All right. Inhale and exhale. Take your feet about a little more than hip width distance apart. Put your hands under your knees and go ahead and give your spine a little massage here. So we're going to continue with the front hip flexors with windshield wipers. Your feet are mat width distance apart. Your arms come out from your shoulders. Now take both knees to the right and notice what's happening in your left front hip flexor, right? Correct? You can feel it, right? And come center and take both knees to the left and notice your right front hip flexor. And come up. So that's our main focus for these windshield wipers is the front hip flexor. And we can also turn the gaze to the opposite side if you like to do that. That's, it's kind of habitual in this and that's fine. But really focus on hip flexors, knees right. And center. knees left, and center, knees right, and center, knees left, and center. Now knees to the right. Last time, hold a little bit here. And center, knees left, hold. And center, take a nice long stretch. Inhale, exhale, just your right knee in. See how your left leg extends, okay? So you might feel it extend a little more than it did before, the same amount, especially if it went all the way. And notice how your left hip flexor, front hip flexor feels now. Extend both arms and both legs. Inhale, exhale, just the left knee in. Take note of what's going on in that right front hip flexor. Extend two knees in, hands on the thighs, under the knees. Separate your legs, and let's go ahead and point and flex those feet. Circle the ankles one direction and the other. We need our feet in our practice, so we'll give them a little attention right now. And then go ahead and give your spine a little massage here. All right, and finally, roll over onto hands and knees. Remember the opposite version, the other version of this without the wrists down is going to be push up, hips down. Okay, you could also be pushing up at a wall. If you're on the mat and you're coming to knee down plank, push up, hips toward heels. You can switch to knee up plank sometimes if you want. We're strengthening the arms. We're extending the hips back. We might be at a wall, push up, hips toward heels, or kneeling on your mat. And the next time you go hips toward heels, come into child's pose. Yeah, make sure your head is supported. And just rest in child's pose. And slowly start to make your way up to downward facing dog. Walking your feet towards your hands. When you get there, forearms rest on your thighs, hands are at your heart. Exhale, press through the feet, fingertips up. Inhale, now take your right wrist in your left hand and tilt to the left and switch. And shake it out. Whew. Inhale and exhale. All right, so between you guys, you've probably done 6.5 million sun salutations. So we're going, yeah, right? Am I right? So we're going, and not just in this class, of course. So let's go ahead and I'm going to go through the first sun salutation with you, and then I'm going to give you 2 minutes, and you do the things that you like to do in sun salutation. You can keep it very simple. I'm just finding my timer here. You can keep it very simple, or you can add things that you love. we'll do the first one together and then the first side together, and then the 2 minutes will start. So ready? Feet to the top of the mat, mountain pose. Okay, we're tapping into just letting go of thinking about sun salutation and just letting the body flow with sun salutation. It can be very meditative when you do that. Inhale, float the arms up. Exhale, swan dive. Half lift. Fingertips down. Lunge back with your right leg. Find plank. That could always be knees up, knees down. You can mix them up. Chaturanga. For this back bend, we'll keep it at a cobra. You can incorporate other back bends. Down dog. Right leg up. Step forward, journey forward. Half lift. Forward fold. Float the arms out and up, palms touch. Hands come through heart center and continue. All right, we have about half a minute left. Don't rush. Just finish up whatever you're on, and the next time you're at the top of your mat in mountain pose, then just stay there, find mountain pose and breathe, and we'll reconnect. All right, let's take a big step open to the right. Really big. We're setting up for triangle here. Now turn your toes to the right. Right toes to the right, left toes in at an angle. Okay, and the hips are level here. Of course, the legs are going to stay pretty much straight. That right knee might bend just a tiny bit, arms out. Okay, and we gaze toward the right fingertips. Let's warm up and extend to the right and back to center. Extend to the right and back to center. Extend to the right and back to center. Now extend to the right, to the right, to the right. Let the right hand come down to the right leg with the palm face out, and take your left arm up. So for some people, the hand's going to stay at the hip, maybe the shoulder, maybe up. The shoulders are stacked wherever you are. Take your gaze toward your right foot, toward the center of your space, and then see if your balance allows you to find your left fingertips up there Put a little bend in your right knee. Let's come into pyramid here. Bring both hands to the right leg anywhere, or if your fingers happen to touch the mat, you can do your pyramid from here. So it's either gentle to the leg or to the mat. Breathe in your pyramid, aka head to knee pose, that describes it. And come back up into a triangle and up. All right. Hands to hips. Let's turn those feet. Left toes to the left, right toes in at an angle. Arms out. We reach and release. We reach and release. Reach and release. Now reach, reach, reach. Left hand down. Palm is out so we don't collapse into that leg. We don't press into that leg too much. Decide where your right arm is going to be. Shoulders are stacked. Take your gaze towards your left foot, toward the center of your space, towards your right fingertips. Follow your right fingertips with a slight bend in your left knee into pyramid. Remember, the hands can rest lightly on the leg. They can be down on the mat if that's you today. Now float back up into a triangle. And come on up. Hands to the hips. We're going to turn the toes forward and even angle in a little toward each other. Put your index fingers on your hip creases and with a long spine, fold halfway. Fold halfway here. Now, if you chose not to go as far as halfway, that's fine too. Okay. So if you're halfway and you want to continue to go farther, let your hands slide down your legs. Wherever you're stopping, you're stopping. Bring your hands behind your legs. Okay, so they might be down by your ankles, they might be up by your thighs. We're going to use the arms as resistance. The hands are behind the legs. Try and lift up. Okay, so the arms are resisting the lift up. Now take your elbows out to the side as you fold forward. We're using the elbows to help deepen the fold. The crown of your head is facing the mat here. You're not looking forward or to the side. Now use those arms for resistance. Lift up again. This works if you're up here or down lower. Elbows out. Fold. All right, now bring your hands to your hips. Put a little bend in your hips and knees. Come halfway up from wherever you are, halfway. Breathe here. Press through the feet. Slowly come the rest of the way up. And let's give those legs a little release here now. Finally, right? Okay. So we're going to do that squat action again, right? Arms up, and we'll all take it with the hands here. So let's start with the feet hip width distance apart, just to see where our squat has gone. We've been working the hips a lot right now, okay? I'll tell you what, mine doesn't go too far, but you see where yours goes. Okay, so your hands are by your shoulders, and squat down, reach up. And in, squat, and stand tall. Now squat and pulse, 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 pulse. Come up and squat. Take your deepest squat and come up. Shake it out. We're going to do that with the feet mat width distance apart. The toes are face forward. Hands are here. And we squat, reach up. We have to really think about the knees, right? Bring it up. Squat, reach up. Bring it up. Squat. Bring it up. All right, here we go. Squat to pulse, 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 pulse. Bring it up and swoosh down. Good, and bring it up. All right, let's give everything a little shake. Shake out. Inhale and exhale. So just notice to yourself how your hips felt early in the practice and much, much later after doing a lot of warming up and a lot of hip release, okay? All right, so now we've got the hips, we've thought about the hips. Let's think about our balance. Find your feet hip width distance apart, okay? And we're going to be working with tree, so familiar pose. We need to find a drishti, right? Find your drishti. Now make sure your feet are nice and big. Lift your toes, spread them out, bring them back down. That evenness of the feet that we were talking about right at the beginning of class, right? They're not out, they're not rotating out or in. Everything's even, nice and big. Drishti here. Now inhale through the nose and take a nice exhale through the mouth. All right, we're in mountain pose, hands to the hips. This is our first really balancing thing at all. So we're going to just see where the body is right now. Take your right heel up, turn your right knee out. Both hips are still facing forward. Right heel to the leg, and of course, if your right foot is ready to come up, come into tree. You come in and out of tree a few times, that's learning, that's great too. Release. All right, let's see how the left side does. Drishti, hands to hips, left knee out, hips are forward, heel, foot, heart. And release. All right, if you feel like you're ready to just float right into tree, float right into tree. Otherwise, on the right, otherwise take it in steps. And if you're ready to extend your branches, extend your branches. And release it down. All right, left side. Do you want to take it in steps or do you want to come into tree, branches up? And release, shake it out. All right, so again, this is a familiar pose. I know you have things that you love to do in tree, so I'm going to give you 2 minutes here to work on tree, okay? I'll tell you when 1 minute is up. If you want to work on your right side, I don't mean stand here. You could stand here for 1 minute or play with your right side for a minute, then play with your left side for a minute. You can do that. I'll tell you what our timing is, and go. All right, that was 1 minute. So you have another minute All right, finish up. When you get, don't rush yourself, but when you get back down to earth with 2 feet, find your mountain pose. Now see how your right side and your left side, are they balanced? Are your feet still nice and squared off? All right, shake things out, breathe around. That was a long time, right? Wasn't it? I was like, whoa, is this thing slow? Is my battery dying? But anyway, you did it, right? So go ahead and scan your body from head to toe. See if there's anything that you want to do. Maybe a rag doll, maybe more folding, maybe just swaying around, or something entirely different. Okay? You're noticing in your body what parts of your body are saying, hey, give me a little attention right now before we start heading down. And then start to come back to standing. If you've been folding, come back slowly. Start to look around your space. See if there's anything you want to bring with you as we move back down to the earth here. Okay. So my space has cooled off a bit. I'm going to grab my blanket. You guys all have blocks, so let's go ahead and grab a block. And have that near. And then come to the top of your mat when you've got everything that you want within easy reach. Breathe here. Inhale and exhale. Inhale, float the arms up. Exhale, swan dive. Take a half lift. Fingertips down, down dog. And in your dog, bring your big toes to touch, knees to one side, hips to the other. Now, if you're in some other position, you might be just wiggling your hips side to side. That works too. Come back to center, knees down, sit off to the side, and take your legs forward. Find seated mountain pose, our transition. Hands down by your side. Let's draw some energy up from the earth, capture it, and bring it to your heart. And shake it out. All right, so we're going to be doing Janu Shasana now. All right, so the legs are straight. Now we're going to keep the left leg straight with the left foot bent. Take your right foot to your left thigh. As you know, this is a big angle for the knee. If you're more comfortable with your foot lower on the leg, bring your foot lower on the leg. Turn and face your left leg. Inhale the arms up, long spine. Fold from those hip creases. Reach, reach, reach. Now cross at the, almost called them ankles, wrists, and bring your hands to your leg. So your hands might be up here. Your hands might be near your ankle. You might have your foot. Keep your spine long. Keep your gaze past your toes. Now release, unwind, come up, inhale, exhale your hands down. Bring your right foot to the mat, hands width distance from your left leg. It's either by the left thigh or left calf. Take your left hand outside of your right leg. Right arm up and back, long spine, twisting from the waist. The left hand is not pulling you. Twist from the waist to the right and turn your gaze towards your right shoulder. Inhale and exhale. Lengthen your spine. Maybe you find a little more twist. Maybe you bring your left arm up this time and take your elbow outside of your right leg. Either way, release, unwind, take your legs straight and give them a nice little shake. All right, everybody good to go for the left side? Right leg stays straight, right foot is flexed. Left foot to the right calf or right thigh. Turn your body to face your right leg, arms up, inhale, long spine, folding from those hip creases, reach, 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 cross at the wrists, hold on to where you're holding on. Gazing past those toes. Now release your grip. Take the arms up as you inhale up. Exhale, hands down. Left foot is one hand's width distance from the right shin or thigh. Right hand to the left leg. Left arm up and back. Lengthen. Right hand isn't doing the work. The waist is. Twist to the left. Lengthen the spine again. Maybe this time you take your right arm up and take your elbow towards your left knee. Maybe you're staying right here on this side, and that's fine too. Take your gaze towards your left shoulder. And release, unwind. 2 legs long, shake them out. Inhale and exhale. All right, let's do a nice little cleansing forward fold. So we're going to start on our backs here. Draw your knees in, and this is the rock, rock, rock. Float up and gently forward. Roll back, knees in, rock, rock, rock. Nice massage for the spine here. Float up and gently forward. And one more time, do some rocking. And fold. And then just come to seated for a moment. Find your block. Have that nearby. Come back down to the earth here. Plant your feet and lift your hips. Slide that block underneath. A little supported back bend here. Hands down by your side. We're on the first elevation and we're going to stay on the first elevation. Okay, so you can either stay here or take your knees up. So we're starting to move into Viparita Karani. And you know that it might not be the best thing for you to have your legs straight up and all that blood flowing to your head right now. So you could stay here with your feet down, knees up, or you could take your legs straight up if that's appropriate for you. And we're breathing. Now we want the breath to go all the way to the tips of the toes as we inhale. Release, exhale. One more nice deep breath from wherever you are. Inhale and exhale. All right, let's bring the feet down. Lift off your block. Settle your spine on the mat. Put the block off to the side. Stay here in neutral spine for a moment. We'll go ahead and do our hand work. Open the fingers, wiggle them. Rotate the wrists one direction and the other. Now keeping the left foot on the mat, left knee is bent. Draw your right knee in. Hold on to your hamstring with both hands and bend and straighten your right leg. Now straighten your right leg, whatever amount it's willing to straighten, and press your hands in your thigh into your hands. Final clearing here. Release and press again. Hand, thigh into hands. And release. Right foot down, left knee in, clasp, and leg up and down. Now keep the left leg up, whatever amount, and press your thigh into your hands. And release. Press again. And release. All right, both feet to the mat. Little butterfly wings here. Inhale and exhale. Okay, we're going to take a nice long stretch. Inhale. Exhale, both knees in. Hold on under your knees. Put space in between your legs and rock side to side. Little spinal massage here. Now come back to center and point and flex those feet. Circle the ankles one direction and the other. And release your feet to the earth here. Okay. All right. So if you want to come into Supta Baddha Konasana, this is a good time to do that. Take your arms long, whether your knees are just bent straight up or you're in Supta Baddha Konasana. And gently move your head side to side. And now coming back to center, bring your hands down by your side. Start to scan your body from head to toe. See what kind of final movements. Maybe you just want to stay how you are. Maybe your body has some movements to do. And start to find your alignment for final relaxation for this practice. So take your time, make sure everything is where you want it. If you're covering up, cover up. If you're not already, you're supporting something, support it. Find your final relaxation position. Inhale through the nose. And slowly exhale. Release your body onto the earth, letting go of all effort. Just let your breath take its natural motion in and out. In final relaxation. Slowly begin to bring your awareness back to your space. Invite a deeper breath. Gently bring movement back to your body. Wiggle fingers and toes. And on your next inhale, stretch long. Exhaling, draw in. Give yourself a hug. Find your way over to a side and up to a nice, easy seat. As you turn your gaze to your own good heart and your bright spirit, thank and honor yourself for your practice. Thank and honor yourself for being present through this whole 11, 12 weeks we've been together. And we thank and honor each other for sharing this time. Namaste. Thank you.